Hello and welcome to Drinking with Disney. This week we are going to be taking down Dumbo, the original one, 1941. I'm your host, Lucas. With me, as always, is Molly.
Hello.
And we played a drinking game along with this game.
Sure
along
did.
with this movie. Sorry?
Sure did.
Oh, yeah, we did. What were the rules to that?
So this one's pretty simple. The movie's only an hour long, but you get a little bit drunker than you think you're going to. So anytime they say Dumbo, you drink. Anytime anyone mentions his ears or makes fun of his ears, because some people talk about it, some people make fun of it.
He trips on them all the time.
That's a separate rule.
Right.
As if he trips over his ears. But thank you, Lucas. Someone drinks. Also, anytime someone drinks, you drink. Because there's drinking in this movie.
Yeah.
Anytime the train is on the move, drink. Mm-hmm. And whenever you see a parent-child couple, drink.
Yeah. And tonight, for this movie, I was drinking the Lost Craft Revive Ale, great beer. And Molly was drinking the Cottage Springs Lemon Lime Soda and the Peach as well. She was kind of alternating back and forth.
I switch back and forth every other drink.
Yeah.
I love Cottage Springs.
They are very
Doesn't
good.
give you a hangover.
Yeah.
Barely any sugar.
Yeah,
no
really
sugar.
Good. Yeah, there's no sugar at all.
Gluten
right
free.
on the can. Right on the can.
No sugar.
Yeah.
It's good.
All right, so when this movie opens up, there's first a poem, and it's like raining and sleet and snow and stuff. And apparently the movie takes place in Florida, so they had global warming in their mind way before it actually happened, because it was taking place in Florida with the snow big time.
And it's so random that it's taking place in Florida. The opening scene is all of these storks dropping off the babies to the circus.
Yep.
And their viewpoint is a map of, I assume it's America, because you just see Florida.
Yeah.
And that's where they're landing.
Also very specific, the movie's about a flying elephant in the circus. Like, you don't really have to narrow down where the fuck it is.
Yeah.
Right?
But he hasn't flown yet when it starts. So, you do have to narrow down where the circus...
He barely fucking flies in this movie.
Okay,
we'll get to that. So the first almost 6 minutes of this movie is just nonsense music and no dialogue at all.
Yeah.
The first words that you actually hear is the train conductor saying "all aboard."
It's literally made 10 years after the last silent film was made.
Right.
So there's not much dialogue.
You're still getting used to talking in movies at this point. So
and it's mostly about the animals. You don't see a lot of humans.
No, there's barely any humans in this entire movie.
Barely any humans.
Yeah. Yeah, so the stork comes up, flying through, and what I don't understand is all these mother animals expecting these babies to come, or is it just a big shock?
No, it's an episode of I Didn't Know I Was Pregnant.
Right. Yeah, animal version.
That's what it...
Circus animal version.
That's what it seems like.
Right?
It's the circus animal, I didn't know I was pregnant.
Because it really seems like half of them are, looking up in the air, being when's my baby coming? And the other half are
sleeping.
Being oh, shit.
They're sleeping and they wake up.
I got this responsibility coming in, and I was not expecting it.
Where's the dads?
There's only about half the dads in all these shots.
There's not even half, I don't think. I think there's one dad.
There's the tiger dad is definitely there. The hyena dad you see as well when they're snoring and laughing as well.
Okay.
But a lot of absentee fathers in the circuit ring, it seems.
Dads.
Yeah, shit dads.
A lot of shit dads.
Shit dads. Yeah, just terrible.
So many shit
And
dads.
so all the storks drop off the babies, and Dumbo's mother,
Mrs. Jumbo.
She seems to be one of the ones who knows she's expecting and is wanting a stork package to fall down.
Or is she just seeing all the other babies falling and being
and
I wish
jealous.
that was me?
Yeah, maybe she's just jealous.
I think that's what it is.
Maybe.
I think she's just a crazy person that
But if not,
slept with
she's just
someone
looking
random
and where's
and
my
tried to get
baby?
pregnant.
Why isn't it here?
But if I'm wrong, that's a mean thing.
Yeah.
I need to watch myself with these comments.
So then the train takes off. They pack up the circus, take off, And then Dumbo's stork is apparently late to the game.
Why
I don't
is he
know
late?
Maybe because Dumbo is heavier and elephant baby takes longer to get there.
It's not going to be heavier than a
I don't
tiger
know.
baby.
Well, the thing with the tiger babies, it was like 6 tiger babies in that one bundle, right? Like it's 6
So
tiger
that would
babies,
be heavier
one
than
elephant.
one elephant baby.
Who knows?
I know.
You know?
I'm a zoologist.
Are ya?
Yes.
Okay.
So, stupid. It's stupid. I think that his stork was out drinking the night before.
Oh, he's probably hungover.
Because he also doesn't know where he's going.
He does consult the map a couple times.
Yes, because all of the other storks fly over. They know where Florida is. It's fine.
And another crazy thing about the stork is the stork is in from like minute 7 to minute 10. Mm-hmm. And he has the third most lines in the entire fucking movie. Like nobody talks in this movie.
It's 1941.
Dumbo's mother has one line in the entire movie.
She just says, Jumbo Jr.
And then she just rages out. That's her entire character arc.
But we will get to that later. We'll get to it later.
Yeah.
But what, and then, so you see the stork coming in, and then they land on a cloud because he's really hungover, he needs a break. And he's sitting on there being like, this is the map, this is the map, this is where I need to go. And then the baby elephant starts sinking through the cloud like he's gonna fall. Why isn't the bird sinking?
Yeah, and then the bird picks him up after he falls, and the bird doesn't sink through.
It just doesn't make any kind of sense.
Yeah, well.
I'm, really upset about this movie. I'm really upset about it. The new one looks great.
Well, the new one better be better,
They're making a really big deal about the new one, and I think it's because it's an all-human cast.
Yeah.
Because the original is all animals, and it's not a good time.
It doesn't work. It does not work. Alright, so then we get Dumbo. He's in there.
Aggressive.
They think he's cute. And then his ears flop out, and then all those bitchy elephants just start talking and start spilling the tea and saying he's not a real elephant. No one's ever seen ears like this, and that's not how an elephant should look.
Can we rewind for 5 minutes, though?
Of course.
When the storks, he lands on the train when he's delivering Dumbo, and then the elephants are, all sticking their trunks out, being like, ooh, over here, boys.
Oh, yeah, those poor elephants.
Why are they being so slutty about delivering a baby?
I don't know.
It's really weird.
It all seems like they want it to be theirs, and then the stork goes down, and they're like, whose baby is this? And they're like, oh, not me,
Absolutely not.
not me. And then the main bitchy elephant is like, definitely not me.
The
and
main
she's like
bitchy,
1,000 years old.
Yeah, the main bitchy elephant who has the purple cap. I call her Voodoo Mama Juju. Have you guys ever seen The Office? She's Voodoo Mama Juju of the elephants. It's like, absolutely not. Look over there. And it's like, what is wrong with this woman having a baby? Why are you calling her, And then he comes out, and they think he's cute. And what Lucas said, then he sneezes, and they see these big ears. And it's like, okay, maybe he has big ears that you're not used to.
But he's not a fucking bitch like you girls are. I'll tell you that much.
He's not a bitch. He's a baby. Yeah. So there's one thing. Yeah. Other thing, imagine if your friend had a baby. If one of my best friends had a baby, or if someone I lived with had a baby.
Even if it's got a busted face, you can't say anything about it.
Busted face, busted nose, whatever. I'm not going to look at him and be like, oh, your baby has a fucking huge nose.
Yeah.
These elephants are so bitchy. He has big ears. He's going to be a freak. Shut up, Voodoo Mama Juju. You're so old and you have bags under your eyes. I don't say anything about that.
You're probably barren, bitch.
Probably barren.
Also, Dumbo's real name is Jumbo Jr.
Yes, it's not even Dumbo.
Yeah.
Has anybody ever thought of the fact?
The only person in the movie who calls him Jumbo Jr. is his mother. Even his best buddy calls him Dumbo. Because
all those bitchy elephants, I like to call them, I think they're like the dance moms. Have you ever seen the show Dance Moms? Where these moms, make fun of other people's kids and, stress out their kids and probably make them have mental health issues because they're terrible moms. That is these elephants.
I think that,
except for Jumbo's mom.
Yeah.
Jumbo's mom's really, really lovely and loves him no matter what. Like, shows her swaying him and shows her doing all these, like, really nice things. But then there's all these dance moms being like, he has huge ears.
Yeah, and then after Jumbo freaks out on those kids, because they put Dumbo in, like, the freaks exhibit in the circus.
No, they don't even... No, that's not what it is.
That's exactly what
happens.
happens.
It's not.
So then these douchebag kids come in and make fun of Dumbo, and then Jumbo freaks out and, like, goes crazy over these kids.
It's not even they make fun of him. They go in, they touch his ears, they start pulling his ears and pulling his tail. In what world, would kids be allowed to go into an exhibit where the elephants are?
Man, I mean, the 40s were wild. You could just do whatever the fuck you want, I guess.
Hey, relax.
Well, I mean, like, the 40s, like, there's no
40.
laws against anything back then, apparently.
But, yeah, so this kid goes in. We're getting a little bit ahead of ourselves. But this kid goes in and starts, like, fucking with Dumbo and making fun of him. He's, like, in the parade and everyone starts laughing. In what world would anyone see a tiny little baby elephant with giant ears start laughing and making fun of him? He would be so cute.
Yeah.
Like, even watching the cartoon, I'm like, oh, he's so cute. You feel so bad for him. His mom is, like, the best mom ever because... Who the fuck cares about what these dance moms say? Fuck the dance moms. They don't even have kids. None of them have kids. It's not like their kids are better than her kids. They literally don't have children and are just being bitchy picking on this, like, 5-day-old baby.
Yeah, they're just the worst people.
They're elephants.
Well, they're the worst elephant people.
They're the worst elephant people.
Yeah.
But anyway...
So we arrive at the next destination.
But no, this asshole kid comes in, and starts picking on Dumbo, starts pulling on his tail and pulling on his ears and being like, oh, you have huge ears. So of course his mom gets mad.
Yeah.
Of course his mom gets mad and, like, freaks out and her eyes literally turn red. And she's, like, trying to protect Dumbo, whatever you want to call him.
Dumbo.
The Dumbo.
Yeah.
Dumbo.
The Dumbo.
The Dumbo. It's not Facebook. It's the Facebook.
Right.
It's the Dumbo. But anyway, if my mom didn't freak out like that, I'd probably be pissed. I remember one time... Yeah. Can I tell this story? One time, this kid was going around being a little bastard at the skating rink in Uxbridge and, like, stomping on kids with his ice skates. And
as you do.
My mom walked out onto the rink and said, "You stomp on Molly, I'll stomp on you."
Kid probably pissed himself.
Put the fear into the kid.
Yeah, why
Didn't
not?
stomp on me.
Yeah.
So that's all Dumbo's mom was trying to do.
Yeah.
My mom's amazing. Shout out.
Shout out Molly's mom. When we were watching this movie, we also realized that Molly had never been to the circus in her entire life.
No, I've never been to the circus.
She was like, is the circus all animals, or do other things happen?
Is it though? Yeah. You'd really never answer that for me.
Other things happen. Like, they have trapeze artists and stuff. And
trapeze, is like the bar.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm a trapeze artist.
Yeah, you are.
Basically.
And they also have clowns, as they had in Dumbo.
Jumbo.
Jumbo Dumbo.
It should be called Jadumbo.
Jadumbo. The J is silent.
Ooh!
It's like the sequel to Django Unchained is Jumbo.
No, not even that. But, like, the new version of Dumbo should be called Jadumbo.
The new version of Dumbo should be completely opposite from the way this version of Dumbo actually happened.
And it kind of seems like it's going to be.
Yeah, it better be. Because Dumbo doesn't fly until there's 5 minutes left in the movie. That's like my biggest problem with this whole movie.
You're really jumping all over the place, aren't you?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. Yes, but honestly, doesn't fly until there's 5 minutes left in the movie.
Like, the big takeaway from this movie is Dumbo is a flying elephant. Like, he gets up there. He's flying around, doing his thing, but it takes forever for him to get in the air.
Whole whole 45 minutes.
The whole
50 minutes.
Whole 50 minutes of this movie. And it's also an hour and 4 minutes. It feels like 2 hours and 45 minutes.
Yeah.
It moves
we
slow.
had a friend here to watch the movie with us who's actually watching us film right now. Shout out. But anyway, she was like, "Oh my god, this has only been on for this many minutes.
Yeah.
It's so long.
It takes forever to get going."
Ugh. But anyway, they put away Dumbo's mom.
Yep.
And they put her in a cage that says Mad Elephant.
Which they,
of course she's a mad elephant. I'd be mad.
Oh, yeah.
Someone was making fun of my kid.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Gotta snap him back in line.
Mad like crazy.
No, they do mean mad
Yeah.
crazy. Thank you.
Yeah.
Side note, they mean mad crazy.
Yeah.
But I'd be mad too. Crazy. Crazy or just
I'd be
angry.
crazy mad too. Jesus.
Mad elephant. Oh, wrong way.
Yep.
Sorry, I tried to put out the label card spring. But anyway, they put away Jumbo's mom and Jumbo. I called him Jumbo. I called him by his proper name.
Proper name. JJ.
I am being...
Jumbo Jr.
Why isn't the movie called JJ?
It's a bad title.
But JJ. Awkward! Anyway, look at when I sit up straight. I don't know if you guys can hear, because we've only done 2 other episodes so far, but both other times we have done the soundtrack of the movie in the background. Today, we just have a Disney playlist going, because Dumbo is from 1941, and the soundtrack sucks.
Yeah, it's garbage. The whole movie is actually really bad.
It's not a good movie.
No, it takes forever to get through.
We were really excited about this review because we were like, hey, the new Dumbo is coming out.
Yeah.
Let's review the old Dumbo.
Yeah.
We watched it to refresh our memories before we played the drinking game because that's the responsible thing to do.
Right.
And it was shit!
Awful.
It's
Honestly,
shit. It's so bad. It's like 45 minutes of this sad, sad movie of everyone making fun of this adorable little elephant and him crying every 2 seconds. And then he flies in the last 5 minutes of the movie.
Yep. And honestly, more shit happens in the trailer for the new Dumbo movie than in the original Dumbo movie.
Well, the whole thing is, I think the new Dumbo movie is mostly human characters.
Right.
But the original Dumbo movie is all animals. Like, Dumbo literally doesn't talk the whole movie.
The way to fix Dumbo was to make it an hour and a half long, and Dumbo has to fly within the first 30 minutes, and then
make it about him being like a star.
About him being famous, and then he maybe gets addicted to coke, and then has a down spiral, and
you can do a lot of coke through his elephant trunk, I think.
Man, he would snort that shit up. You see him flying around, he snorts up those peanuts from like this far away. So he could snort up a whole mound
this
of
far
cocaine.
away, like that's impressive. I know what you meant.
Yeah, but he's like flying by and snorts up peanuts. You don't think he's gonna do the same thing with cocaine once he's super famous?
No, he's not.
No?
No!
He should.
Ugh. So anyway, the mad elephant.
Yeah, so...
So then we get back to, it goes back to Dumbo just crying by himself because it's a very depressing movie and he's just crying basically the whole time.
Yeah.
And then all these old dance moms are standing in a circle talking about him. There's one of the dance moms in like a green cap. I don't know what her name is, but I hate her. She's always like, did you heal? And I keep on doing these voices because that's literally what the voices are in the movie.
They're real, like...
Did you heal? What happened?
They're like the real elephant housewives of Florida.
They're the elephant housewives of Florida. That's really what they are. She's probably like the Kyle Richards or the Lisa Vanderpump of the elephants. Like, everybody listens to her gossip. Nobody
She's like
puts
the
up with,
main bitch.
Yeah, nobody puts up with her bullshit. So she's sitting there talking, did you hear what happened to Dumbo's mom? Like, it's so mean. And he's literally sitting there, this, like, baby, bawling his eyes
And
out.
he hears all this shit,
and he
too,
hears
right?
that he's sitting there crying. He's already crying because his mom's gone, and then he's crying more because these Real Housewives of Florida are fucking talking about him.
Yeah, and then the hero of the movie steps in. He's like, "Oh,
What's
they're
the
picking
hero of the movie's name?
Timothy.
The mouse.
Timothy Q. Mouse
Timothy Q. Mouse.
steps in, and he's like, "Oh, they're picking on this baby. I'll show him something," and then goes spooks them all off because he's a mouse.
Because have you heard the
scared
myth
of
that elephants are scared of mice?
Right?
So this movie, obviously, I don't know if this movie started the myth. Can
No,
we
I
do
don't
a
think
quick
so.
Google fact check?
Yeah, I think it might have been one of
Just Google
Aesop's fables, maybe.
Aesop's fable. What does that even mean? What is an Aesop? Aesop Rocky?
No.
We're just talking.
I'm gonna
Are elephants scared of mice?
origin.
Elephant's fear has more to do with the elephants. Oh, okay.
What's the surprise? The unpredictability about how they move, I guess.
So elephants get scared of mice because of the surprise of their movement.
Total surprise attack. You see a mouse, you don't know where it's going, right?
Timothy is like, fuck these elephants.
Right.
I'm gonna go scare them.
I'm gonna scare these bitches.
Which he should, because they're so mean.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and how many elephants are there? How many Real Housewives are there?
There's like 6 or 7, it seems like.
7 against 1, like 1 week old baby elephant, calling him a freak, and his mom is locked up for trying to protect him.
Yeah.
And then this mouse comes in and scares all of these bitchy housewife dance mom elephants.
Yeah.
And it's so funny. What does he call them? Like a bag of straw or something?
Yeah,
hilarious.
or a hay bag.
Hay bag,
He calls them
hay
a
bag.
hay bag. Is that
She's
a precursor?
a hay bag.
Is that a precursor to is that the 1940s term of hoe bag? You're a hay bag?
I'm gonna start calling people hay bags.
Yeah, that's my new insult for everybody.
I really call people hoe bags a lot. So if I can call them a hay bag and not get as much scrap for it, I'm gonna
Don't have
do
to be
it.
censored? Yeah, do it up.
Yeah, probably gonna.
Yeah.
Anyway, so he's like, you know what? You guys are picking on this little baby. I'm gonna pick on you. Scares all of them. And then he goes off to find Dumbo to make sure he's okay. Because my whole thing is Timothy seems like a very good guy. He's a mouse, but he's a very good friend to Dumbo.
Oh, he's a great friend to Dumbo, and he's like trying to work him up and stuff. And
when he goes in, Dumbo's first very scared of him because he's also an elephant. So Dumbo was hiding in this haystack. And he comes in and he says, "Are you scared of me?" And you just see the haystack go, yeah.
Yeah.
And it makes me like think of my dog. Like, that's so cute. Oh, I just die on the inside a little bit. Like,
but when they become friends, they overhear the ringmaster saying, "Oh, what we need is a new like big climax for the end of the show." And Timothy Q. Mouse,
yeah, Timothy Q. Mouse
says, "Oh, that's what you are, Dumbo. You're a climax. That's what you're gonna be. You're gonna be like the finale of the show."
Are you okay?
I'm fine. And then he goes in and sneaks into the ringmaster's suite, to his little tent. And then when the ringmaster is dreaming, he says to him, you're gonna get Dumbo to be like the best part of the show. It's like, if you can talk to this guy in your sleep, talk to him when he's awake, and then you'll be the climax of the show. Like, Timothy Q. Mouse should be like the headlining the fucking circus around the world forever and ever and ever until he dies, which is probably going to be like a year and a half because he's a mouse and they don't have a long lifespan. But still, that mouse is going to go down in fucking history as the dopest mouse that ever lived.
The dopest dope you ever smoked.
Exactly. Because he can talk. He can talk. And the ringmaster understands him because when he wakes up and he's like, "Oh, Dumbo's got to be in the show." He obviously understands him.
Did you mention what beer you're drinking tonight? Because you drank a lot of them.
Oh yeah, those Lost Crafts. Yeah, they're good.
I don't think Lucas has talked this much in an episode so far, but it's amazing. I'm sorry, I'm not discouraging you. I'm just saying it's amazing.
Alright.
Yes. So, Timothy gives the ringmaster, aka I think Danny DeVito,
in the new one. Yeah.
We are going to review the new one as well. Just not now. We just thought the original would be good to review the same weekend that the new one came out. Sadly, did we know the original is a shit film.
Yeah, at this point we're like, when Timothy whispers in the ringmaster's ear, it's like 40 minutes into the movie?
30.
30,
Let's give him
35.
credit. It's probably 30 minutes into the
30
movie.
minutes, it still hasn't flown. Still
We haven't
not
seen
flapping
him
them
fly.
ears.
We
No.
already told them what time it was when he flew, though.
No, but still.
He still hasn't flown. For emphasis, still has not flown.
Mm-hmm.
So then he gets the idea in his ear, and then he wakes up and he's like, I have the idea. It's Dumbo. Once again, how does the human know how to call him Dumbo? Well, I guess because the mouse said it in his ear, but why is the mouse calling him Dumbo if his name's actually Jumbo?
Right, and also why are the humans and animals calling themselves the same name?
Yeah, that's pretty fucked up. It's weird.
Right?
No, there's no way that Baxter looks at Penny and is like,
Oh, that's Baxter. Oh, that's Penny. No.
they're
I'm
like, that's that bitch
oh, that's
that
that
jumps
fucking
at me.
asshole that keeps attacking me.
And that's
all it
that little chick that keeps eating my food.
is. Mhm.
Penny got fixed today, guys. She's sleeping by our feet. Oh no, she's chewing on our bone. She's doing pretty good. But anyway, sorry. Not to take focus off of us. I know we do usually mention the dog and the cat.
Mhm.
Penny got fixed today, so we're just looking after her.
After Timothy and Dumbo become buddies.
And they say it in the ear, so then he's the headliner.
Yeah, so they get wasted big time.
Before they get wasted, there's that they do the clown act.
The first clown act where they put him up on the beam and push him off and make him fall into a big tub.
Sorry, this is also the whole thing too, though. I'm waiting about. I'm waiting for Dumbo to fly.
Whole time.
For someone who hasn't seen it, probably, I'm turning 26 in like a week and a half. Woo, happy birthday to me. Who probably hasn't seen it in about 21 years. Like, probably longer than that, to be honest, because my mother, when I asked her about it, has not even seen Dumbo, was waiting for Dumbo to fly.
The whole time.
The whole movie. So when he's up, when they make him... Okay, so after the whole... We didn't even touch on the elephant accident. So there's a whole elephant accident during the circus, so then they demote him to a clown. So when he becomes a clown, they vote him... They literally put in their trunks and say he's no longer an elephant. Bitches. Voodoo Mama Juju, you're barely an elephant. Ugh, such a bitch. But anyway, like... They vote him out, and then they say, where did he go? And then the girl in the green cap, I talked about her earlier, she likes to gossip.
Mm-hmm.
Says, Did you not hear that he's a clown? So then they turn to him being a clown, and he's like it's basically animal torture. It's awful, but it's the 1940s, so who knows what's gonna go on there. He's like, up on this burning thing, say one of these windows. Dumbo's like up there.
They just push him off.
And they just push him off. And we keep thinking, oh, is he gonna fly now that he's pushing him off? Is he gonna fly now? Is he gonna fly now? Because he keeps falling.
Yeah.
It's very like, has you, if you know what happens in the movie, has you at the edge of your seat.
Bit of a tease. Every time he's like up high, it's like, is this the time?
Is this when he's gonna fall?
Is this when he's gonna go? Yeah, no, but he doesn't really fly.
Till the last 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But anyway. So that happens, and then cut to Lucas loves when I say cut to.
Yeah, so he doesn't fly, and then they get wasted. And they're all, like, him and Timothy are totally fucking bombed. Like,
But
one of the humans throws a champagne bottle into a bucket that they were drinking out of.
Yeah, because the whole thing is
Yeah.
all of the clowns after the show go,
Get
and you don't
wasted. They
actually,
party hard.
you don't actually see the clowns. You just see them behind the sheet of them, like
their silhouette through the
undressing,
tent, yeah.
like it's their dressing room, whatever. And then you see this champagne bottle. They threw it over their shoulder, and it lands in the well. And then the well gets filled with champagne.
And then Timothy and Dumbo drink out of it, and then
Damn-
they get bombed.
I think Dumbo actually just falls into it.
Right.
He falls into it, and
Yeah,
then he
does.
brings his head up, and he's like, "Oh!" It's like he
Instantly
was
drunk.
Yeah, I wish I was instantly drunk.
Yeah, they're totally, like,
Mom.
totally bombed throughout the whole thing. And this is where the best song throughout the movie comes in, is that Elephants on Parade
The pink
business,
elephants
the
on
pink
parade.
elephants on parade.
And that's the only part of the movie I actually remembered
I remember
from
that
when
a
I was
little bit
little.
too, yeah.
Just because it's really weird, so
Yeah.
that's why I remember it.
It's very Fantasia-esque.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's years and years. When can we do a quick Google fact check of when Fantasia came out?
Yeah, but
I just
still, like,
no, but I'm just saying, like, you just said it's Fantasia-esque, so
Mm-hmm.
let's see when Fantasia came out. We've had a few lost crafts, so he's looking for it.
40. So Fantasia came out before this.
Fantasia came out in 1940.
Yeah. That's why it's kind of like a hangover from Fantasia, this movie kind of feels
What?
like. Because it is mostly music, this
I
movie.
thought Fantasia came out when we were like kids.
It's more nonsense songs than it is dialogue, this garbage
Our
movie that we
audience
just
member is
watched.
looking at me like, no,
It's
no,
terrible.
no.
Like, movie is awful.
It was, we
Like,
were, okay.
It's painful to watch. I've said it earlier, it's like
Honey.
an hour and 4 minutes. It feels like 3.5 hours.
We
You
were
drinking when you didn't have to.
we were very excited to review Dumbo because the new one was coming out, and we said it's totally appropriate to do it this
Yeah.
weekend. We're so excited, like da-da-da. We watched it. It's only an hour long, and it's literally an hour of these elephants and other animals and kids bullying this baby
Yeah.
elephant that's so cute.
Yeah.
And then in the last 5 minutes, he flies.
Yeah, no, when we were watching this movie and taking notes and drinking along, I literally wrote 4 or 5 times, how is he not flying yet? Where's the flying? Let's go with the flying. Like, he needs to fly in the first half an hour of this fucking movie.
Yeah, I feel like it would be very different if he flew earlier on. Oh my gosh. Please don't mind Penny. She just got fixed today. So she's being a suck.
Yeah, she is.
I feel like we should have named her Dumbo.
Yeah,
She's got the ears.
Alright, so, what we need more of and less of for this movie is, less making fun of Dumbo. More seeing him flying, I think, right?
More seeing him flying.
Yeah.
Because the whole thing, growing up, I bet you guys, none
The
of
big
you,
takeaway is a flying elephant from this movie.
and I bet none of you have seen it since you were probably 4 years old. So you probably didn't remember it and probably didn't realize how little he flies in this movie.
Barely flies. You can call him Dumbo the barely flying elephant. The semi-gliding, just learned how to fly.
And he doesn't even
Not
fly.
that good at it yet, elephant.
Did we talk about the fact that after they get drunk, they wake up in a tree?
Right, yeah.
Say it, sorry, we need to backtrack.
That's fine. Yeah, so they wake up in the tree after they're drunk, hungover. I guess Dumbo flies up into the tree when they're drunk.
They obviously blacked out because they were hallucinating, and I don't remember a time where I was drunk enough to hallucinate. I've
knows?
blacked out
Maybe it was a
plenty
bottle.
of times.
Maybe it was a bottle of absinthe they threw into.
And
the
you
well.
know what? I said this to my mother earlier on the phone. I have special skills when I'm drunk. Dumbo special skills when he's drunk?
To fly.
Flying.
jokes. That was my special.
Because, well, right? They wake up, they're on top of a tree, but they don't realize they're on top of a tree for a few minutes because they wake up and there's the crows there.
They're super hungover. They're like groggy as shit.
And they literally
up.
make them look hungover because Timothy has like bags around his eyes.
Yeah, he does.
And he's like, where are we?
Right?
Just burping.
Mm.
Sorry. Sorry, world. But you can tell they're hungover when they wake up and they're talking to these crows. First off, we don't actually know that they're up in the tree, so I shouldn't have given them that away. But they are. They wake up and the crows are talking to them and they're like, why are you down here on the ground? And the crows are like, actually, you're up here.
Yeah.
And they wake up and they're like, how the hell did we get up here?
Yeah.
And they don't realize that Dumbo can fly. So that's why I say Dumbo has special skills when he's drinking.
Yeah, he just went for it when he was drunk, you know? He just
yeah.
shot his shot.
When the
like,
Pink Elephant Parade.
Yeah. Maybe the Pink Elephant Parade, which is a hallucination for when they were actually, like, flying through the air. They were just drunk.
I think that's accurate.
Yeah. And that, because when the pink elephants go away, they settle back into clouds. So maybe all the pink elephants were just the clouds when they were drunk, when they were flying through.
And maybe that's just like Dumbo's imagination.
Right.
Of when he's drunk.
Yeah. He just thinks all the clouds are
Can I
pink
just say,
elephants. Yeah.
I like to drink. I've been drunk many a times. I have never...
Once or twice.
I have never imagined things... Like, I've never woken up and been like, oh, that's the thing I was dreaming about.
That's a complete hallucination. No, yeah, we were up in the moon. No, that's not a real thing.
But it is a Disney movie.
Right? So then they get Dumbo to actually, like, convince himself that he can actually fly, and they give him a magic feather that one of the crows plucks out from him. Then he gets up in the air, and they're flying around everywhere with the confidence of the magic feather. And they go back to the circus, and they're back on this huge platform, twice the size of the original one.
Because when they overhear the clowns say, let's have them 1,000 feet in the air.
Yeah, it's
they
like,
said,
okay,
having
buddy.
this many feet, whatever.
Yeah.
And then we come back, and it's supposed to be 1,000 feet.
But it's probably just like 60 feet, or whatever the fuck it is. Way too far for an elephant to jump and live.
Any of this is way too far. Okay.
He would have died. Like, that bucket where he jumped into was like this deep.
Also go back to the scene where there are, what does he say, 17 elephants stacked on top of each other?
Right, like that's nonsense. Like, come on.
But anyway, we go back to Dumbo jumping 1,000 feet.
Yeah, jumps right down. And then little do those people know that he can fly. But he drops the feather that gives him the confidence to fly.
Yeah.
And then Timothy Q is saying, "Oh, it's a fake feather. You gotta fly. Just stick your ears out."
Timothy Q is his confidence.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
He's such a good friend.
He
and
is,
where did he come from?
Right? There's no, like, another thing we need to see more of.
He was just peanuts.
I would like to see the Timothy Q origin story.
Okay, and you said this about the
about Jafar.
Jafar,
Yeah.
which no, I agree with Jafar, but you said this about the police chief in Aladdin, and that was a lie. We need to replace that with Timothy Q.
You know, the Timothy Q backstory would be crucial.
Yeah.
Like, he seems like he's been in the circus game for years and years and years.
Yeah,
right?
that's the thing. He shows up in this circus outfit.
He knows the biz.
But, he's just a nice... He doesn't know the biz.
He's worked his way up, it seems, and he's just looking for someone to, take him to that next level where he's also looking to, ride the coattails of someone super
Well, because
famous,
at the
right?
very end of the movie, it's extra Dumbo. They're making Dumbo Airlines, and then they show Dumbo's manager, and it's Timothy Q.
Exactly.
And he's standing like this with a pen in his mouth.
It's like, you don't want to be it's better to be the guy repping the famous guy than actually the famous guy, right?
I think so.
Still make big bank, but you don't have to deal with the paparazzi and
I
all
think
that
kind of sounds like my best life.
Shit,
I feel
right?
like a bunch of young women would rather be famous, and I would rather be someone's manager. Like that.
Yeah. It's
Sure,
nice.
you have to take a little bit of abuse.
It'd be great to like Bill Burr says it's always good to like it would be sweet to own a boat, but you don't want to be the guy who owns the boat. You want to be the guy whose best friend owns the boat. You don't have to pay the docking fees, the maintenance. You don't have to
Okay.
clean the fucking boat.
So
you
then
just
I
go there and
backtrack.
go on the boat and drink a 6-pack.
So then I backtrack what I said because I'm like, I said I would be the manager. I don't think I'd be the manager. Have you seen Very Cavallari? I would be Kelly. Kelly has the ultimate idea of life. Like, oh God, she's Kristen Cavallari's best friend. She gets all the Uncommon James jewelry.
But she's single as fuck.
She's single. She's having a good time. She's lovely. Ugh, she's best friends with Jay. I would be best friends with Jay Cutler. Okay, can we just cut to like a whole separate pod where I talk about how I want to be Kelly?
All right, maybe eventually one day. So this movie is trash.
It's trash.
It's
We didn't
awful.
enjoy it.
No.
We weren't looking forward to the review.
Like,
We were glad that the drinking game was very easy and we could have so many drinks to do the review because other than that, it was shit.
And really, this live-action one is going to be a totally different movie because for the last couple live-action ones for these Disney movies, with Jungle Book, it was almost shot-for-shot
Jungle
remake,
Book was shot
right?
for shot,
Yeah.
and I really hope they do the same for Aladdin.
It seems like
And
it's
I
going to be very
really-
similar.
I need to slam down my drink.
All right.
Because I really need The Lion King to be shot for shot.
It's got to be close, right?
Or else
yeah.
I will never open my eyes again.
If Lion King remake is not shot for shot, we riot. I'll tell you that much.
I riot.
Yeah.
I would bring out my Simba pillow, but I can't because it's really far away. I have a Simba pillow.
All right. Well, thank you guys for watching the movie.
Wait.
Or watching our video with us. Sorry, what are you gonna say?
We usually touch on the real MVP.
Well, the real MVP for this movie has to be Timothy Q. Mouse.
We came to a draw.
Because he has, honestly, I'm not going to pull up my calculator, but probably 80% of the lines in this whole movie.
And he's the only friend to Dumbo.
Yeah.
We said
there's
maybe-
nobody else. Maybe
the crow.
The main crow guy, but
But he
Like,
still barely does anything.
literally he's in 2.5 minutes of the movie. He's in 2.5 of the last 4 minutes of the movie. He's just not there enough.
Yeah.
So it's got to be Tim Q. Mouse.
It's Tim Q.
But last week, we actually had a decisive victory on our MVP, which was my choice, which is Sebastian from The Little Mermaid.
It's Scuttle! It's Scuttle!
Sebastian.
Our audience
Sebastian.
member agrees that it's Scuttle.
Sebastian is the real MVP of The Little Mermaid,
I'm the real
officially as of
MVP of
right
life.
now. If you haven't seen that one yet, check it out. It's on our YouTube channel. Please like and subscribe and follow us on Twitter, Instagram. Our shit will be in the bio for this. And we're
what are
gonna
we seeing you for next week?
Next week.
I'm the king of this world.
Yeah,
with a friend like me.
Yeah, I might do Jungle Book next week. And our podcast feed is coming, so subscribe to that when it comes up. But I think that's it for this week.
Don't
and
watch Dumbo, it's garbage.
No, it's trash.
We
if
love
you're gonna
you.
watch Dumbo, watch the new one, or just
Or don't watch.
Don't watch it. It's trash. Subscribe to the feed when it's up.
Have a
Thanks
good
a
night.
lot. We'll catch you next week.